evening or late afternoon. What I want to show you today is something that has been boggling my mind, and probably you guys as well. I've seen so many mixed reviews about onions bolting or going to seed, going to flower. There's so many different answers out there. You get, I'll cut the seed head off and it'll keep growing. Or cut the seed head off, lift it, it won't grow anymore. Cut the seed head off, it will just rot anyway. It's just so many things going on out there that I don't think there's any definitive answers that I've actually seen. So what I'm going to do is an experiment, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and hopefully through the season, if you keep viewing, you'll see the results. So what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of really good examples. I have onions bolt every year. I can kind of agree they don't store very well once they're bolted, but I'm going to try a couple of different things in my bed, and I hope that this gives you some kind of insight and perhaps answers a few questions, to be honest, because I've got some really weird methods that are only my own assumptions that I want to try, because I want the answers too. So it's okay cutting the seed heads off and things like that, and ripping the onions up because they're not going to grow anymore, but let's try cutting the seed heads off and leaving the onion. Keep tabs on it in case it does rot, but I've also got a couple of little twists that I'm trying. I've never seen this before, just my theory. So we'll have a look, and hopefully it'll give you an insight into, I don't know, what the answer is. We'll have a look. I'll swing you around. You're going to be on the stick because I can't get the tripod anywhere near the onion bed. So I'll swing you around. I'll put you on pause for a minute while I get out there, and we'll have a look what I'm doing, and hopefully, I don't know, try it as well. I'm always open for an experiment, so this is why I'm doing it. We're going to have a look, guys. Welcome back, everyone. So this is my small sort of 1 metre square onion bed, and as you can see here, pretty randomly I've got a peg on the top of an onion. This one bolted, it went to seed, so I thought what I'd do, I'd put a peg over the top, and my theory behind that is simply because if you cut the head off, the stems are hollow, so the water gets in the stem and rots the bulb. So by putting a peg on the top, no water can get down the central hollow stem. It's not going to put all its energy into the seed head anymore. It's not going to rot because there's no water going in there. Will it grow? That's my theory, guys. And I've also got one here, if you can see. Let me just... This one bolted. I've cut the stem off and left it. So we'll see what that does. So we've got two examples here, which should be a really good experiment. But I will point out that the only ones that are bolted, they're both red onions. That's a red one. And the one that I've cut off also, because these two rows are, you can't really see, it's quite bright out, but they're red onions. My white onions at the back, as you can see, are looking pretty good. None of those are bolted. Now I'm going to say that these are just onion sets that I bought from the farm shop, just red and white standard onion sets. They're in this tiny bed and they're bulbing up really well, to be honest. Let's see if I can get in there and show you. They're just starting to bulb up now. They're looking pretty good. The stems are quite thick. But this experiment will be a really interesting one, because I want the information myself. There's so many mixed messages out there. Why are they doing? What can we do about it? Will they rot? Will they not rot? I'm hoping that peg stops that bulb from rotting. We'll see. You can see the size of it now. If I put my hand around it, so in a few weeks we'll have a look. It's not very big. Got a leaf in the way, how rude. we'll see. I'll be more interested to see if it rots, but being covered up, nothing can get in that stem. Whereas you can see with the other one that's bolted, I've cut the stem off. It's hollow, so that's where the water gets in. My theory is that's where the bulb rot comes from. But surely, if there's no water getting in there and it's got no seed head on it, surely the energy go back in the bulb. What do you reckon, guys? I actually thought I had another one bolt here. I was wrong. That's actually an allium flower that ain't flowered yet. Very late. So yeah, at the minute there's no more bolted. If I get another one go, I'll do another trial on that. Try something different perhaps. But it'd be an interesting one to watch, guys. Because I'm as intrigued as all of you are out there, to be honest. What is the answer? Will that be? Perhaps I should patent that. It might work. Perhaps I should make an onion peg and put a copyright on it. We'll find out in due course. Just while we're standing here, if you have a look at the sweet corn, which I thought was going to die, it's loving it in the bed. It's looking lovely. Beautiful. So there you go, guys. I'm not going to bore you anymore tonight. That's the experiment. Like and subscribe if you want to see the results, because I want to see them as well. It's going to be interesting. Thanks for watching. Please have a look at the other videos, because there's going to be some interesting stuff coming up. I do like experimenting. So let's hope for a good season, guys. See you in the next one.